When I was 9 or 10 years old, I remember my mom waking me up the morning after the election, and the feeling in the air was one of joy, one of happiness. Obama was just elected, and for her, and for me as well by relation, it felt like a major win for equality. As I woke up this morning, it was more of a feeling of fear of what may come. I know what is at stake, and I know what possibly can happen, but I also feel like there's a real chance to return to that joy that I once felt, that sense of unity and equality, winning out the day, and it hinges on Kamala Harris winning this election. So if you haven't yet, make sure you get out and vote, not just for Kamala, but vote blue down the ballot for America, for marginalized groups, for the future. This is the most consequential election in my lifetime, in that America can really go one of two ways here. I know this is something that's said almost every year, but I think it actually rings true this year. Trump is running to redo his first term, this time without the barriers that were in place that kept him somewhat in check the first time. This time without people to tell him no, right? This is someone who wanted to invade Venezuela, who asked his cabinet if he could utilize the military to shoot protesters in the leg. He wanted to expand the Yemeni genocide even more than he managed to do so. He wanted to fire missiles into Mexico. Imagine if there wasn't people there to tell him no to all of these things, and he was allowed this unmitigated control from a group of yes men. This is what will be possible in his next term, and if that had happened in his first, it would have led to World War III. So just think about what could happen in this one. I mean, he's also running now on mass deportation, something that is both impractical and illogical, while also signaling he would go after legal immigrants or even possible citizens through the Alien Enemies Act, someone who's vowed to block gender-affirming care, something that can be life-saving for all ages. It lowers depression, lowers anxiety, lowers suicidality. He wants to block that just for bigotry's sake. Who wants to roll back these kinds of protections that marginalized groups have? It's Republicans. He also wants to go at environmental protections, making our climate and our environment worse for the younger generation, something he did the first time around, and now will have even more power to do so with his Supreme Court overturning the Chevron doctrine. Odds are someone you know personally will be directly negatively affected by a Trump presidency, even if you yourself are privileged enough to not. Trans people, Latinos, women, and this is just from what we know that he'll do, right? Increasing prices through massive tariffs as well, but just imagine what he'll do when he doesn't have to appeal for votes, when he's not even worrying about running for a second term, and he doesn't have any checks and balances, anyone to tell him no, right? The things that he just isn't talking about, all with the backing of Supreme Court immunity. I mean, what if he chooses not to leave in 2028? Like he says verbally now, he shouldn't have done in 2020 when he lost. But what I will say, there's a real chance to stop this. Her name is Kamala Harris, a chance to turn the page, a chance that is only realized if Kamala wins this election. Kamala, who wants to cut your taxes if you're in the middle class, give you more of your earned income that you deserve from working hard, give breaks to families with a child tax credit, a pledge to not raise taxes for anyone making under $400,000 a year, right? Massive breaks for small business owners, people who want to start small businesses through tax deductibles so the middle class can grow their wealth, not just make money from working, all while going at the elites, making them not only play ball, but pay their fair share, finding companies who engage in price gouging, penalize investors who are looking to mass buy real estate and hold until the prices shoot up, while there's plenty of people dying without a home, right? Waging an unrealized capital gains tax for those who use these kinds of gains to subvert needing an income, like Elon Musk using his unrealized Tesla stock to buy Twitter. This is money that is not even taxed, but he can use it to make purchases. This is how the wealthy escape. They're being taxed proportionately to their actual wealth. These taxes that could go to government programs to fund things to help the rest of us. She wants to lower medicine costs, expand Medicare to cover more people, more services like in-home care, making home ownership more accessible for those that it has way too long escaped, right? This is an election between hope or hate, unity or division, opportunity or oppression. I mean, equality or fascism. I could go on for days with these kind of dichotomies, right? And I just hope at the end of the day that when destruction is knocking on America's door, that we're strong enough as a country to not let it in. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that could interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video. We even have memberships available as low as $3 if you'd like to support, because the only way we become a society is together.